Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and as you can tell by the title of this video, today is date night in my house. I don't know if my husband and I are actually going anywhere, but I always like to just do my hair, do my makeup, look good, just feel confident and look beautiful in your own skin. And that's why today I created a super simple look. This is not the finished product, don't worry, I got you. If you keep watching and you stay tuned, you'll see the finished product. If you guys do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below so you always get notified every single time I upload. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with today's makeup look. So as I mentioned, this is a super simple, this is like my go-to makeup look. And I'm not really gonna talk about like the palettes or like the specific shades I'll be using. If you guys are curious, I'm actually going to be dipping into two different types of palettes. One is the Dominique's Cosmetic. I'm really going to be focusing on the top row here. And then also jumping into this like mini soft glam palette I have from Anastasia Beverly Hills. Just kind of jumping between the two of them. But again, you don't have to use the same makeup palettes I have. You can use any type of palette. I was actually going to use my Jaclyn Hill palette, but I just recently used that in a video, so I was like, you know, let me switch it up a little bit. So we're going to be using these two. Alright, so I hope you guys have a better view, a nice little close-up look. So we're actually going to start with priming my eye. And as always, if you are new here, I do only do one eye on camera. That's just for time's sake. So we're actually going to start with this eye. I always forget to mention I'm using my e.l.f. eye primer, so this is very affordable. One of my favorite drugstore ones. Just blending it out with my finger. Okay, and just to set this eye primer, I always like to go in with like a light shade close to my skin color and just put that all over the lid. Just to really make sure it sets it. I don't know, you don't have to do this part. This is just personal preference, to be honest. Take a nice size blender brush and go in with your transition shade. And honestly, a transition shade could be anything close to your skin tone, tint bigger, or it could be, you could also use your bronzer if your bronzer is not too dark, but you could definitely use your bronzer for a transition shade. You're just gonna kind of put this all over, like above the crease, I would say. To really just focus that shade in my crease and a little outward towards my brow bone. And grab another blender brush, a little bit more tapered than the last blender brush, and go in with the shade that's slightly darker to the shade you just used. So for example, I just used this like shade, which is like more of like a warm brown. Now I'm going in to this palette and I'm gonna grab this shade, which is more of like it's less warm than the last shade, if that makes sense. And we're just gonna go over the shade that we just put onto our eyelid, just kind of giving it like more depth. Okay, so now what you're gonna wanna do is grab a tapered blending brush, very thin, very like tight, and go into like a darker shade. So I'm actually gonna go into this dark brown color right here, and just focusing this on my outer corner. I'm not bringing this into my crease or anything. It's like right there in the edge, really bringing it right here. I'm actually gonna run this dark shade on my lash line, but I'm gonna switch my brushes and go to like a liner brush just to really like get that color into my lash line. Now I'm grabbing a small blender brush like this. It's no product on it, and I'm just going to be blending everything together. And honestly, if you wanted to add more depth, you could definitely add a black into this corner right here. I just want to keep it more light and just keep it with the brown. Now I'm gonna go in with like a shimmery lighter shade, like champagne kind of, and just put this in like the inner part of my eye. Now I'm gonna go back in with my blender brush, my original blender brush, and just blend everything together. You don't need additional product or anything. This is like the key to makeup, is just making sure everything blends together. All right, so I tried my best to get this wing on camera, but I'm gonna actually go ahead and do the other eye off camera, and I will be right back. Okay, we are back. I'm here to finish up the makeup look. I'm gonna actually go ahead and put eyeliner on the top of my eye, like on the top of the bottom of my lash line, if that makes sense. So I'm just actually gonna, what I like to do is take it and put it corner right here, and then close my eyes and just run it on the top. Now we're gonna go back into our palette and take a dark brown shade and just run it on that lower lash line. Now I'm gonna be taking in a neutral brown shade and just kind of smudging out that like darker shade I put into my lower lash line, just so it's not as harsh looking. Now I'm just gonna throw mascara on my bottom lashes. All right, so I don't always do this step. This is kind of like if I'm in the mood. But today I'm actually kind of feeling it. I'm gonna throw on some fake lashes and I'm gonna be using this like Kiss liner brush. They do have a black version that like you could use as eyeliner. I just don't own that, so I'm actually gonna be putting this like kind of over my lash line, and you just stick your lashes right on top. It's super easy. Look at the difference between this eye and this eye. Wow, I feel like it just like widens my eyes so much more. All right, we're just almost done here. The look really coming together, but of course it's a date night. Can't forget the lipstick, and I'm going to be going bold since this is kind of like a more neutral look. I'm gonna be going in with a Milani lip liner. This is in the color Sugar Plum. This is like a berry shade, and this is way out of my comfort zone, so just bear with me. Okay, now I'm just gonna go in with some lip gloss right on over it. This lip gloss is like more of like a pink because this is very dark for me, so I'm kind of feeling a little uncomfortable. All right, I feel a little bit better now with the lip gloss on top. I was gonna go in with a red lipstick, but I kind of really did enjoy this color, like secretly. I just decided just to stick with the lip liner color and throw that all over my lips with a gloss, and it looks really good actually. And this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this super simple look. Well, really shouldn't say it's super simple. It's more so it's a basic date night look, at least in my opinion. But yeah, I feel like you could wear this look out to your date night, to going out with the girls, or even to like a wedding or any type of event. I feel like it's just very, like this is like my go-to glamorous look, if you will. Minus the lips. Usually I keep my lips nude, so. And leave a comment down below letting me know like, what do you guys do on date nights? Honestly, usually my husband and I usually just like go out to eat, or we stay inside and we watch movies. It's one or the other. If you guys did enjoy this video and you enjoy beauty content, makeup content, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. I upload every single Thursday. Also make sure you hit that like button down below. It helps me out a lot. I would really appreciate it. And before signing off, as always, I wanna leave you with this. You are beautiful, you are loved, and you are worthy. All right guys, bye.